Well, good morning, traders. Happy Saturday to you. Today is October 24th, 2020, and this is my Saturday blog on stocks to ponder or charts to ponder. Hello, everyone. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and I want to reach out and say thank you very much for watching our video. And to let you know, we appreciate it when we get the thumbs up. We appreciate it when you also post questions. Sunday night, I'll be doing a little video for a few questions that have been posted, and I'll get those questions answered. But today, we're going to look at charts to ponder. All right, I do want to remind everybody that we don't recommend trades. What I'm doing is showing you trades that I'm putting on my watch list, and I'm showing you where I put my stop, my buy area, and my goal. Now, one thing that we do is if you'd like, well, we offer an app so you can get alerted. So if you'd like to be alerted when we buy, make adjustments, or close a position, just simply download our members only Pro app. Now, you do have to be a member or a trial member to download that app. But if you do have it, when you download the app, you will receive alerts within seconds of whether, what I trade, if you'd like to be part of Hit and Run Candlesticks and the road to wealth. Let's see here. We also, if you are interested in membership, we do offer a 30% discount right now. Use promo code SAVE30. That's all capital letters for SAVE. SAVE30, all caps. Okay, let's get started here. And, oh, by the way, one more thing. With the Pro app, you do not have to be in the trading room. You can be on the golf course, fishing, at the doctor's office. You can be taking a nap, drinking a beer, whatever you want to be doing. And if you have a smartphone, when we make a trade, make an adjustment, or close a trade, you will be alerted. All righty, let's get started. Okay, charts to ponder. I've got, 10 of them, I believe. 10 we're going to look at. And I'll try to get through as fast as possible, but with as much information. Okay, so one I'm looking at is Fitch, FTCH. By the way, we're in the middle of earnings seasons right now, so please make sure you're monitoring earnings. Now, I did my very best to look for charts that were, one, setting up the way I want them to set up, and have earnings far enough out. So it had to, that had to happen. I didn't really want a chart that's set up with earnings in 3 days. I didn't want to do that. Although there is one in there, Facebook we'll talk about, that is close. But I just know people like to trade Facebook, so I did put that one in there. But outside of that, I tried to go out as far as possible. So, take Fitch. Earnings is not till next month, but it's on the 12th. That gives us 3 weeks. 3 weeks that this trade could be made. If you don't want to hold through earnings. If you want to hold through earnings, then by all means, the trade could be as long as you want. But me, I don't particularly like to trade through earnings. So when I'm looking at this chart, what I'll be doing is evaluating not only where the entry is, evaluating the trend, evaluating the stop, evaluating the goal, and I'll be evaluating when earnings are. So let's get started. Okay, so on Fitch has 3 days ago posted a doji down here, and that's where I put my trend line from these lows, September 24 lows up here to 3 days ago, which is the October 21 lows. From there, we popped up with a couple of bullish days and took out these highs. All right, so now what I'm looking for is a buy box here. I'm looking for an entry in this area, right through here. The entry could come, it could come early next week. It could come late next week. It could even come the week after. It all depends on how the chart acts right here. Now I can certainly explain what I'm looking for. Basically I'm looking for the chart to trend up, which it has. I'm looking for it to pull back, and then I'm looking for buy signals in here. Buy signals to buy it, and then the idea is for it to move up. And what I can do with the Pro Member app, if I do purchase this, there's absolutely no guarantee I'm going to purchase it. I will post I bought Fitch. I'll post a stop, and yeah, that'll be posted on the app. Like I say, you don't have to be in the room to receive that alert. So when it gives me that alert in here, I'll be looking to buy it. Now, we don't have a big move up here to this 3150, 6.5%. Now, I'll be trading a directional option on this. You can certainly trade the chart, but I can tell you that I will be trading a directional option. If you need help with that, get a hold of me. I'll be more than happy to cover that with you if you need a little help. What I'm looking for is getting up here to this 35-36 area. So a buy inside the green box, looking for it to break out and then move up to the $35-36 area. And that'll give me about 22, say 20 to 22% on the stock, and that would make it, 45-50% on the option. Next chart I'm looking at is GNUS. Somebody looking for a $1.55 stock, this just might be it here. Now I doubt seriously there would be options on this, so this would have to be a stock trade. This is all, let's see, yeah, nice little trend. I've got a little channel in here. You can see how the trend went from this point to this point. It also tagged the pullback. We're good with that. The bull stepped in. I've got the buy box in this area. Here's my stop, that red line, about $1.40. Looking to buy in this area, and I'm looking for $2 to $2.10 or so for the target. So if we're able to buy at $1.52, which anywhere in that area I would be happy with, I do want to wait for a buy signal. Then we're looking for price to travel up here to about that 210 area. That's a 38% move. Good grief, that's an awful lot. When I first started, I first started trading. That was one section of my trading. The next section was when I actually started trading for a living. These were the types of trades I took. I took low price stocks, anything under about $15. And when they had that high possibility, I mean, can you imagine 38% up there? These are the kind of trades that I would take when I was trading for a living. And just trading stock back then. So, okay, so again, a little quick recap. Stop, $1.40. I'll be looking for a buy inside the box area and a target up here at 212. If I do something with this, I will post with the members or trial members app. Macy's, how about a little Macy's here? Now Macy's is a rounded bottom breakout. I don't have the rounded bottom breakout chart up here. I'm just going to leave this chart. But I can see on my TC2000 that it's telling me it's a rounded bottom breakout. If anyone has TC2000 and you would like help with that, I'd be glad to help you with that. You just hit me up on it and I'll help you set that up. TC2000 is a cool program and there's an awful lot of things you can do with it. Okay, so here's Macy's, and I want to point to something here. Here's a high to a low, to a higher high, to a higher low, and we see the trend starting here. And now we've broken out of this high. Well, that gives us our bullish W pattern. We've also broken out of this downtrend right here. We've broken out here. So now what I'm looking for is consolidation or a rest period in this green box right in here. This is where I'll look to possibly buy. My stop approximately 681 right now. Depending on where I buy it, I might adjust that just a little bit, but that'll all be on the Pro app alert when I send it out, if there's any kind of adjustment. Because something I might do is maybe Macy's doesn't give us an opportunity to buy in here, and I may actually be buying on a breakout. Well, if I buy on the breakout, I'm going to have a different stop. I don't want it that far down. I'll move my stop up a little bit. But again, it'll be posted on the app, so no concerns there. As a goal, I'm looking for $8.30 or so. Let's see how that acts in here, and Macy's could run into the $9, $10 area on Macy's. Has earnings on the 19th of November. Just keep that in mind. Remember to always check earnings. Let's see here. Mark. Okay. I'm not sure really what happened on Mark here. I don't know what sparked it to take off like this, but it sure got my attention on the LTA scanner yesterday, and I marked it to be on the Saturday charts to ponder. So on huge volume, we had a great big breakout here. I'm simply looking for an inside day buy on a buy signal or little buy pattern in there. I'm looking for a stop about 130 and a goal of about 197. Now that doesn't seem like an awful lot, except it's about 37%. It's a ton. This is another one that more than likely is not an option trade. More than likely this is going to be a stock trade. So again, just looking for that inside day buy on a bullish chart pattern with a stop and a goal up here. You can see how Mark has also been, we can put a trend line if you want, if that really helps. As far as the chart goes, well, I was going to try to get a bullish W pattern out of that, but kind of hard to do. We just have resistance right in here, and then you can see we broke right out of that resistance. So let's see the next one, Telray. Here's a favorite for everybody. Now we closed our CGC, the last half of it, yesterday going into the weekend. Made some really good money on it. Telray may be setting up to pop up here as well. I like yesterday's close with a little doji here. I like the candle pattern and action that it's been doing. I'm looking for a buy inside the green box here. So from about 656 up here to 715 or so is what I would like to see. Stop around that 756. Actually, you know, I'm looking at this, and I'm going to adjust that stop already down a little. So stop around 649, 648 would be the stop. We're looking for a goal of about $8.70. So a buy inside the box here gets us somewhere in the neighborhood of 29% on the stock, and that would be somewhere in the 55-60% range or more on the option. Look how this has been making a low, high, higher low, and we came up and made a higher high, actually did it, and now we may be putting in a little higher low in this area, or this may just continue right up. Either way is okay with me. Bottom line, I'll be looking for an entry on Telray and looking for a goal of about $8.70 and about a 28% profit on the stock, 45, 60, 50, 60% on the option. All right, let's take a look at Facebook. It has earnings in just a few days here, so be careful with this, all right? But I must say that Facebook is acting pretty darn good here. Here we gapped up 3 days ago and held in there with a couple of dojis, and then yesterday the bulls stepped in and closed this up over those dojis right in here. Right now I'm looking for a buy inside this area, which I think we can. I'm going to raise that up just a tad. So say 286. What is that? 286.40 to about just under 276.78, which, and now I'm actually going to drop that stop down there. There we go. So you might want to adjust that stop depending if you buy it. I might have to do that. So if I was to buy this up here, 285.69, can I live with that? Let's see. Well, that's only 3.25%. So yeah, I could live with that. It's only 3.25% risk. I could do that. And we'll be looking for 302.60-ish up here for a goal, and then possibly followed by about 325 up here as a target. So Facebook, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Let's see if this can continue, and a nice slight little pullback inside the buy box might make a good entry. Remember, earnings in a few days. So if you want to trade through earnings, you can certainly do that. Just make sure you know what you're doing and you understand the risk. And I will do the same. FITB, that's been moving up quite nice. We had a little high here, and it looks like we broke out. The bears took us all the way down Thursday, but the bulls brought us back, putting in a huge hammer handle here. I'm looking for a stop of about 23.65, and this is actually in the wrong place here. Let me move that. There we go. And I'm actually going to move that stop up just a smidgens. There we go. So around 23.75 for a stop, a buy inside the buy box, and a goal of about $26.50 to $27 up here. Buying in the buy box there gives you about 10, maybe 10.5%, depending on exactly where you buy that on the stock. So that's, you're looking at 25, 30% or so on the option. Here we've gone from a low to a high to a higher low, popped up. Here we broke out once here. We rallied up to a little more resistance, pulled back to take another running start, and then up we go. We also have a very nice bullish J-hook setup that's working right now. Just looking for that to continue up to our goal. RIOT, how about RIOT? Another little cheapy stock. Seems like today I've got a lot of lower price stocks. I've been asked by several people to always try to put a couple of those on there. So just trying really hard to do that. So RIOT, RIOT, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I'm looking for a buy in the buy box after yesterday's hammer. Looking at for a stop at approximately 387 and a target up here of 475. A buy, and I'm just going to take the middle of the buy box. A buy in the middle gives us about 16.5% profit on the option. That's going to be what, 20, 25, maybe 30% on the option. Sorry, this was 16% on the stock. Excuse me, on the stock. After that, let's just peek at a weekly chart. Look at this RIOT here. Man, we break out of this high right in here of about 617. This thing has got some room to run and money to be made. So let's try to keep an eye on RIOT in the future as well. NIO. Now, I'm personally holding NIO. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I bought NIO here. Well, we actually owned NIO here. It gapped up. We made money. We closed it based on the Road to Wealth rules. All this was posted on the members app, by the way, and trial members app, so both same app. So here it popped up. We've pulled back. I bought here again. I bought here, or I added to NIO here, and I added to NIO Friday a little bit. I'm looking at a stop of 26.37, maybe even down to 35. Just, what works for you is best within a few pennies. I'm looking for NIO to find some buyers. Of course, that's going to be the big catch. NIO is going to have to find some buyers, or some buyers are going to have to find NIO. And when that happens, I'm looking for that breakout and a run to about $33. Let's see how it acts here, and it could run up here to $40 as well. So right now we have, this is a favorite chart, flat trading. We run up, we come back, we make that flat trading again, watch that buy signal in here, and then run up the way we want. So that is NIO. The last one I have is FCX. What we've got going on here is a possible doji continuation pattern. So we're looking for follow through. It doesn't necessarily have to be Monday. It could be during the week. But what we don't want is for it to really fall below about this 1795 area. Back below that could cause a little bit of grief. You can see the trend line here set up pretty nice following that trend line. So a buy in the buy box, a stop about that 1790, which I would go 1795, 1794 is what I'll be using. And then looking for a target up here, or a goal of about $19.80. And that gives us, for the stock, about 8.25%. That's about 16, maybe 20% on the option. Let's take a look at this weekly chart. You can see how it's moving up. And you can see where I put the goal. That's right here at the top. So once we get to this point with a breakout test with success, bulls buying more of it, we could easily run up and get into even the $30 range or higher. But let's take, let's climb this tree one branch at a time. So we're going to be watching this for even future trades going forward, providing we break out of this 1980 area. Okay, that's the trade ideas. Hey, I want to remind you, if you're interested in a trial, check out below in the links that we've posted. If you're interested in taking a 30% discount on membership and downloading the app, please do that. If you need help downloading the app, please let me know. You do have to be in the trading room to download the app. Once it's downloaded to your phone, I think you only have to come in the trading room once every 7 days. So you don't have to hang out in there during the day. You have to come in once every 7 days, and that keeps it connected. And well, you could be out doing whatever you want to be doing, and you will receive the trades that we take, any adjustments we take, and any profits we take. Also, during the day, sometimes there's just market updates. All right, everybody have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the charts to ponder. Don't forget to ask questions, and I'll get those answers out for you this Sunday night. This Sunday. Sometimes Sunday or Sunday evening. I'll get them out. Again, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.